Right then, yesterday we looked at the managers going head to head. Today we're going to look at the players. Because if you still think Bournemouth are a soft touch coming to Old Trafford, then you've not been watching what they're about under Iraola. There is a high intensity, high risk team with some dangerous pieces. And even if the table and recent form doesn't scream it, they're 13th after 15 games, 5 wins, 5 draws, 5 defeats, 20 points. It feels like they've fallen off a cliff. But that's, I think, a bit more of a wobble than a collapse. They've only won 1 in 6. They did grind out a 0-0 against Chelsea. That sort of steadied them a little bit. But the thing is, structurally, nothing has changed. It's still Iraola ball. And they've got personnel that are designed a little bit like what we saw with the likes of Bowen and West Ham that are going to hurt United. It's how we cope with this. Now, the base shape is a 4-2-3-1 that will turn into a 3-2-5 when they've got the ball. You're going to see the likes of Truffert push high and wide, and one of the pivots will drop into the back line and give them a back three. That's why I said that 3-2-5 that everybody sort of plays is the thing that everybody is kind of playing. And they will try and hunt for overloads. They'll put 5 in the back line to try and overload your back line, and they will look for space and 2v1s, especially on the flanks and those inside half spaces a little bit. They don't give a shit about possession. They average under 50% of the ball. What they care about is winning it high, because they press high and they are top 3 in the league for high recoveries. They will force you into bad clearances and they will pick up that phase. And then they will attack your box at speed. And when you look at what Manchester United give up in sort of terms of the level of chance that we give up, we might need 20 shots to score 1 or 2 goals. But we'll give an opponent 1 and he'll score it. Like, how many times have you seen Lamens make save after save after save? It's not really happened. He comes away with 1 or no saves in a game, and we've conceded 1 or 2 goals, and that's not because he's a bad goalkeeper. It's because the quality of chance that we've been giving up. It's not about the volume; it's the quality. Now, I'm going to link this to the individuals because I think they've built a squad that is both athletic, it's direct, and it's very honest about what each player is good at. Now, the obvious one is Semenyo, linked with United. I might even do a video this weekend on the back of what Andy Mitten has said about him. Let me know if you want that. Get in the comments. He's a top scorer. 6 goals, 3 assists, 0.64 goal contributions per 90. He's about +5 on the expected goals behind that as well. So it's not a purple patch. It's quite repeatable output. Now, what makes him nasty to face isn't just the numbers. It's the type of threat that he comes with. He leads them for both progressive carries and progressive runs. He is constantly harassing an opponent's back line, and he presses like he's on crack. He tackles high, he blocks passing lanes, and he chases lost causes into corners. Reminds me of Tevez in a lot of ways like that. He's brilliant at an out-to-in run off the right-hand side. He's brilliant at running down the left-hand side and going wide around the outside. He will attack the space in between your wing back and your centre half, which is usually the weakness in any sort of back line. And for us, it means whoever plays right back or right side centre half is going to have a good game. And they're going to have to concentrate, because one sloppy ball, one bad touch, anything that gets passed behind you and leaves you facing your own goal, Semenyo is going to be on you. He's just going to be there. Marcus Taverna. Now, this is the other side. Or occasionally the 10 for them. He's someone that's going to knit it all together. Now, he don't put up Haaland numbers. He's got 3 goals and 1 assist, but the underlying data behind him is pretty big. He is big for progressive passes. He constantly arrives late in the box. He's the threat from a cutback, and United are so vulnerable to cutbacks. I don't know why, but we are really, really bad at picking up late runs into the box. So Taverna is one that you really, really have to watch for that. He gives them an extra press from midfield. He also recovers and counter presses immediately after they lose it. When Bournemouth look good, it's not because of Semenyo's like electric final third stuff. It's usually because Taverna is popping up in pockets unmarked. He gets the ball on a half turn. He will drive it wide and they'll slide somebody in on a nice little reverse out to in run, something like that. And then he will also be able to recycle the ball quickly to keep you on the edge of your box, just under pressure. If you switch off, you let him get on the ball in between the lines, you're going to spend the next 10 seconds absolutely scrambling and shitting yourself. Then there's a bit of a wild card, and that's Eli Jr. Krupi. Now, certainly not a household name at the moment, but he's one of those, yeah, of course he scored against us. So come back to this video Tuesday after he has done. He's got 4 goals and 11 appearances. Now, he's only got 4 starts in that. It's about 400 minutes. So he's near enough getting a goal or assist every single match. He is hugely outperforming his XG. He is playing with confidence and he's got clean finishing. What Krupi gives him is pace through the middle. He has really, really clever curved runs that will confuse centre-halves and make them not know if it's my man or his man. And he has a real willingness to attack in behind. He is a problem on a transition. Semenyo's the one that all the headlines are going to go to, and he should because he is an undoubted threat. But Krupi is one of the first names that they're going to look to. He's one of the first players that they will look to. If you overcommit, if we're needing to chase a winner, this is who's going to be coming the other way in the channel. And they've also had a little bit of a new look defence. They've lost some big names. They've lost the likes of Howson and Kirkes, but they've brought in the likes of Ugarte, Trafford, and even Petrovic. And that's changed their dynamic a little bit. Now, Ugarte, he comes in, gives them real good aerial presence. They're about mid-table for aerial duel success, but a lot of that is him winning the first ball. Trafford, he gives them width, he gives them energy. He is a real good left-back that bombs on, and he is enormous when they lose it. Petrovic is someone that's able to play, but he will go long if we press him. Distribution is a big part of their ability to go from back to front, and a lot of it comes through Petrovic. Their weakness is depth. A little bit like United, if we're being honest with ourselves. The first 11's pretty solid, but when the first choice players aren't there, their ability to play just falls off a cliff. Their ability to play forward just disintegrates, and they start going long. And when they go long, they're not great. This is the sort of game that I really, really hope De Ligt is going to be fit for. If you press them properly, don't let Petrovic settle into a rhythm. Don't switch off late. They are significantly worse defensively after 70 minutes. That's when their press usually dies. Gaps start to appear. People stop tracking their runners, and that's when United can open them up. And they are vulnerable. This isn't Barcelona 2009. There's shitloads of weaknesses that United can go after, and we'll touch on them properly in the video tomorrow. But their PPDA numbers, that's passes per defensive action, basically how aggressively they press. It's high, it's up there, it's exhaustive, but it falls off a cliff after 70 minutes. If you move them side to side, don't force it, openings will come. They have paper-thin defensive depth. Rebuild that they've done since the sales that they had in the summer means that if 1 or 2 of the starters missing, the quality just isn't there. The backup centre-halves just aren't composed. Long balls increase, control decreases, and that's exactly the sort of team where the likes of Cunha, Mbuemo, Mason Mount can press and win high regains. And it's an imbalance as well. On their right, they've got a more conservative fullback. Taverna or whoever ahead of him can get isolated if they don't play him in a 10. They create significantly fewer chances down their right-hand side, our left-hand side. Everything that they want to do seems to go through the left-hand side. And when that side doesn't push on, they get vulnerable to counters in behind the other side. So United have to be sensible with this. Their central creativity can get crowded out. They seem to only build up through a couple of players in the final third, and when they're not sharp, their open play XG goes, well, just goes. If you force them wide, if you force them wide and have a good defense in behind the likes of Semenyo is going to try and run it, but he won't run it into blind alleys, and he's not going to deliver Beckham level crosses. And even if he does, there's not really the numbers in the box to put it away. So it's about being solid down that left-hand side, denying him the space. If you give him the space, you're fucked, right? But if you deny him the space and make him play, you can stop him. They're also not great at set plays. About a quarter of their away goals conceded have come from dead balls. For a team that presses so hard, the tired legs, the set play lapses, it can be a nasty combo, and that's why they're where they are in the league. What does it mean for United? It means that Bournemouth are the sort of side that can hurt us. If they go intense, they go direct, they get a goal early, you're in trouble. But they're also the sort of side that if you're disciplined, a little bit more mature, and play with a little bit more quality, you should be beating them. So respect what Semenyo's going to do and limit how much space he can run in behind. I would even consider doubling up on him. whether that's a Euro to match his pace with Mazraoui on the right-hand side to sort of help double up against him. Don't let Krupi race away on the break. Even consider fouling him on the halfway line, to be honest. And you actually punish them at set plays where they're weak. Then they can be as intense and brave and vertical as they want. They're going to look like a mid-table team that gets carved up 2 or 3-0. But if we don't, well, it's fucking 1-0 Bournemouth, innit? And then it's a shit show come Tuesday morning. Let me know how you see it going in the comments below. And I'm back tomorrow for exactly how United are going to beat them. I'll see you in the next one. Laters. Hey, thank you for watching the video. If you are new around these parts, then don't forget to subscribe. My channel is proudly supported by my community on Patreon. If you'd like to get a little bit of extra content, a Discord group, meetups, 5-a-side games, weekly podcasts, behind the scenes, and even an occasional bit of transfer news as and when I get it, then for the price of a pint, you can show your appreciation for the content that we make and get some goodies for doing so as well. Check the link in the description or click the button right here. You'll also find all of my socials here too if you want to follow me on any of those platforms. Nice one.